Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, aka the greatest corpus marketing director you can possibly find. And it is Friday, and we have sent you Xur with good stuff. Much good stuff, very good stuff. You need this stuff. Now, usual reminder, because we need to help our customers. This is Destiny 1. Destiny 1, better tower. Yes, we put a lot of effort into this one. This is Destiny 1. So, Xur arrives in the tower or the reef. This week he's in the tower at 5 a.m. on Friday, Eastern Standard Time. And he departs in 48 hours on Sunday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you have less than 48 hours to locate Xur. That guy is over there cool. That's just cool. That's just cool. Yeah, he's cool. You have less than 48 hours to locate Xur and spend your amazing strange coins with him. Have we got deals for you? So, how do you know if Xur's in the tower? This mark right over here. If you don't see that, it means you are too late and you are out of luck. Righto. So, we are heading to the left, towards the speaker. That is a cool cloak I've got on. See, all the cool stuff was in Destiny 1. And you didn't have to pay for it. Which, by the way, Destiny 1 is only $20 on console, PlayStation, and Xbox. Only $20 for everything. We're not talking just Destiny. We are talking all the way up through Rise of Iron. Let's make Destiny 1 bigger than Destiny 2. If for no other reason than to imagine the looks on the people's faces. Can you imagine if you're a Bungie and they walk into the office like, so, how many people are playing Destiny 2? And someone turns and says, there are more people playing Destiny. How is that possible? That would be hilarious. And then having them to report to Sony, be like, yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but there are more people playing Destiny. That would be a lot of fun. Anyway, we're heading towards this balcony over here. I love this spot. The view is gorgeous. Can you imagine it as a remaster? Anyway, Xur, what have you got for us today? He's got some cool stuff. He's got a weapon that if you do not have it, you must get it. You need this. If you do not have this, you absolutely 100% need this. It is called Red Death, and it comes with White Witch. White Witch doesn't matter. Red Death is what matters. So you're getting the ornament White Witch, which is this one here. I have never been a fan of weapons that bleed because I feel like they would be slippery and hard to keep clean and prone to rust. Of course, they are magical guns, so maybe that's not an issue. I don't know. Comment down below if you're a big fan of White Witch. I am not. I am more of a fan of Steel Witch, but you are getting White Witch. That is beside the point. That doesn't matter, all right? Red Death is one of those guns that I will carry with me everywhere. You need it. There is nothing like it in Destiny 2. At least, I don't know. I haven't played in a while. There was talk they were bringing Red Death to Destiny 2. Or they did already. They did. But nothing is as good as the Destiny 1 ones. Alright? Why is Red Death so great? Because it's got Red Death. Each kill heals you and speeds up reload. So it not only heals you, it speeds up your reloads, but for example, we have a modifier in Destiny 1 called Exposure, where your shields have been strengthened and extended, but your health does not regenerate. However, if you are using Red Death, and every kill you get will regenerate your health. So this is a great weapon to use when Exposure is in effect. There's a spot at Crota's End where your health does not regenerate. I remember it's right before you fight Crota. And if you're just having difficulty with something, Red Death is just great to have because your healing will go up faster. So even if you don't have Exposure in effect, it's great to have just as a backup. I always carry Red Death. I mean, I don't really need it as a backup for anything other than Exposure. Now I use it when Exposure's in effect. But other than that, I really don't need it. But it's a great weapon. It's good to have. So 100%, if you can buy it, you need Red Death. And I'm not just saying this because I'm the corpus marketing director and I want to sell you as much stuff as possible. That's the secondary, okay? Minnie? Oh, is a good girl. I know. You want Red Death? Yeah, Mina is saying you need to buy Red Death right now, okay? She 100% supports this move. That's what she is saying, right? You tell them. You tell them they need Red Death, all right? Tell them. Come on, Minnie. Anyway, next we have the Mida multi-tool, and we actually have Mida multi-tool in two forms. You have it with the ornament and without the ornament. So with the ornament is right over here. You have to pay silver dust. Minnie, what are you doing, Minnie? Minnie. I should change the name of the channel and include the cat now. If Mida and the Arctic Survivalist, or just Mida by itself. Either or. Mida is a good weapon to have. So Mida and Arctic, I will show you the ornament. So Mida, this is Arctic Survivalist, which also looks pretty cool. I won't deny it. It's just we don't have a lot of locations with snow. But it's not the... Like, Mida isn't a must-have. It's not like Red Death. Red Death is one of those weapons you must have. Mida isn't really an exotic when you really put it down to it, okay? It's just... Yes, Mini. It's cool. It boosts your speed, but it really doesn't feel like an exotic, okay? It just... I like Mida because the rate of fire and the impact are decent, right? It has you know, a lot of scout rifles have a ridiculously slow rate of fire and a heavy impact. This is basically in the middle. You'll notice right there, rate of fire and impact are basically the same, or very, very close. That's why I like Mida, because I feel like some scout rifles are just so slow to shoot. So that's why I use it. The speed boost is cool. I mean, I will admit I like the Mida in Destiny 2 as well, but it's not an exotic. Like, you look at it, you're like, why the hell is this an exotic? It doesn't really feel like an exotic. As I said, there are 3 levels of exoticness in Destiny 2 and Destiny. There is just... First, there's the top tier mega exotic, which is guns that, like the Zalo Supercell, where you're like, yeah, this thing deserves to be an exotic squared. It's just exotic of exotic awesomeness. Then you have exotic, which is like Red Death. It's great. I mean, it boosts reload speed, it generates health, but it's not like Zalo, okay? It's still an exotic. It's still worthy of the title exotic. And then you have stuff like Mida Multi-Tool, where you're like, yeah, this should be a legendary, okay? It's cool. It's probably one of the, I think it's one of the earlier exotics. It's okay. I mean, like I said, I had it in Destiny 2. I had it with the Mida Mini Tool. I think I still have, like, the OG Mida Mini Tool. I haven't played Destiny 2 in a while. I was considering it, and then stuff just... Anyway. But, yeah, you know, it's I always recommend you pick up the weapons, as many as possible, just for the blueprints and the grimoire score. So if you're going for the Mida, honestly, I mean, really don't go for the one with the ornament. Just if you really want the Mida, if you have Red Death and everything else and you want the Mida, just go for this one. You really don't need the ornament. Even without the ornament, the weapon looks pretty cool. I mean, come on, that looks... It worked perfect in, like, on Mars, in the red and the browns of Mars. But, yeah, just go for that. I would go for, first and foremost, above everything else, just go for Red Death. Absolutely go for Red Death. First thing on this list, go for Red Death, right? Anyway, then you have the usual Legacy Engram, which I've said is just... Unless you have an excess of strange coins, I would not get it. You're going to probably get a year 1 item. You might get lucky and get one of those year 1s that unlocks the years 2, but the majority are just red year 1 stuff. So if you are short of strange coins, personally, if you have strange coins, I would spread, and you don't need any of this stuff, I would go for the heavy ammo synths, but that's just me. I have a secret goal to fill every inventory slot with heavy ammo synths. But again, that's just, well, as many as I can. For example, you can't put this... the Paper Fortune into your vault, so that is 1 slot I'm stuck with. But that's just me. I like heavy ammo since they're great against bosses. Anyway, let's look at the gear. We have for the Titan the Ruin Wings, and oh my god, this is the one that I wish we had for the Hunters. This makes me so jealous of the Titans, it makes me want to cry. Heavy ammo drops more often and contains more ammo in each drop. More heavy ammo. That's all it is. That's all you need. That's the only words, okay? Because even heavy ammo, since has a cooldown, this is just more heavy ammo. So, I mean, come on, the Titans are already tanks of awesome explodiness. And you give them this? Who needs more heavy ammo? Titans or Hunters? I'm just saying, it's the Hunters. But you give this to the Titans? My jealousy knows no bounds. Thank you, Bungie, for breaking my heart. I'm just going to go now. No words. Anyway, next we have the Acleophage symbiote. Golden Gun gains 1 additional shot. I know this is great for Crucible. Honestly, I don't use it very often. It's 4 shots. I guess, you know when it would be great? It just occurred to me. When you have Daybreak for Nightfall. So Daybreak means that your super basically just keeps constantly reloading. Now you have an extra shot. You can go through basically the Nightfall shooting stuff with your Golden Gun. So that adds an additional shot. So instead of 3, you have 4. I'll admit I'm more of a Celestial Nighthawk person because Celestial Nighthawk is great against bosses. But you know what? I should pull this out, see what we have for Nightfall, and maybe play the Nightfall because I'm pissed off right now with Destiny 2. So maybe I'll play some Destiny 1 instead. You know, I've been busy this week, and anyway, that aside. All right. Anyway, next, for the Warlocks, we have the helmet that the Corpus laugh at you. Okay, this is called the Stag. Once per life, fast charge. Once per life. Fast supercharge when all teammates die. Chance to spawn with overshield. Well, first off, okay, this thing is too big, all right? I've said this many, many, many times. If your helmet is bigger than the Corpus helmet, you're doing it wrong and the Corpus is mocking you. So yes, me and all my Corpus siblings are laughing at you, Warlocks, for wearing this thing. Your helmet is bigger than ours. Everyone makes fun of our helmets and calls them refrigerators, and they call us refrigerator heads, but we don't have massive horns sticking out of the top of our head. How do you even walk around with that thing? How do you crawl through? Just Warlocks, just know this. The Corpus is mocking you right now. I'm going to make sure to pass around pictures of this helmet to all the Corpus, and we're all laughing at you, all right? That thing is way too big, all right? Now, this is primarily something that you will need. It's a fire team thing. So he gets go to the bottom. Once per life, fast supercharge when all teammates die. Chance to spawn with overshield. All right. First off, what is the chance to spawn? What is the chance? Like I said, Warframe destroys your ability to enjoy Destiny sometimes. Because Warframe would give you the exact percentage in seconds and how you can boost that. But anyway, comment down below. I'm putting that at the bottom. I'm putting Titan number 1, Hunter number 2, and Warlock. Yeah. You're losing to an extra shot on Golden Gun. And the Corpus are still laughing at you. Even Alid V, who is past. Or not. We don't know. But even Alid V, the most annoying of annoying Corpus, is mocking you in that helmet. And Alid V doesn't even wear a Corpus helmet. Yeah, anyway. That aside. All right. Next, we have the usual other stuff. As always, one can never have enough heavy ammo synths. I don't care what anybody says. They're all lies. You need more heavy ammo synths. Just spend all your strange coins. Once you have all the gear on heavy ammo synths. Mina, what are you doing? She's playing with her chicken. Anyway, that's your weekly Xur update. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bungie, just what are you doing, Bungie? Bungie, what are you doing? As I said, everybody just go out there. Tell all your friends to buy Destiny 1 on console or PlayStation, Xbox. Just go out there and play it and get it. And just would it not be hilarious if more people were playing Destiny 1 than Destiny 2? That would just be hilarious. The looks on... Can you imagine the looks on people's faces when Bungie finds out? And then they go and they tell Sony. And Sony's like, why? And they're like, no, they'll be like, there's this little Muslim in New Jersey who keeps promoting this game. Make her stop. And she has a little cat, too. You're not a kitten anymore, Mina. Yeah, you like Destiny 1 more? Yeah, Destiny 1's better. She keeps promoting Destiny 1, and she won't stop. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, go buy Destiny 1. It'll be fun. Tell all your friends, too. It'll be fun.